Sampson Gannett, such an important name in history. Now let's go back to 1765, when her mom was not fortunate enough to care for her 7 children. She was about to get sent to her aunt, Miss Fuller. This was a sad day. This was the beginning of the stand that Deborah was about to make.
Oh, how I wish I could keep just my sweet little Deborah. She reminds me most of her father. I wish she was here instead of lost at sea.
Oh, hello, Mother.
Hello.
Me and my brothers and sisters are done playing outside, and Aunt Fuller's here.
Well, let's go then.
Now let's skip to the year 1768, when Deborah Sampson was baking bread with Miss Fuller.
Could you hand me the salt and a pinch of sugar? Of course, Miss Fuller. Thank you, dear. Oh, how I love learning these things with you. I feel ill. Miss Fuller? She's dead.
Miss Fuller had died of a terrible illness that day. So Deborah, as an 8-year-old girl, got sent to live with Miss Thatcher. She thought she was the oldest person in the world, who was 80 years old at the time. 80 years old in the 18th century was a long time to live.
Run and fetch me some water now, dearie.
Of course, Miss Thatcher.
Hey, watch where you're going there, miss.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just getting some water from
The
Miss
water's
Thatcher.
over there.
Thank you, sir. Here you go, Miss Thatcher.
Thank you, dearie. Now, I have to tell you some horrible news.
What is it?
You will be sent to live with someone else, for I am too old to take care of you.
Deborah was sent to work for the wealthy Deacon Thomas, to be a servant and to be released at the age of 18 to become her own person.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Deborah Sampson.
You'll be living in the attic. And when you're all settled, my sons will need some help with the farm.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Deborah lived like this until she was 18 years old. She loved watching Deacon Thomas's kids go to school. Deborah, unlike many other little girls, was fortunate enough to be able to go to school in the winter, but there was not much work to be done. When Deborah turned 18, she left to become a teacher. She lived of that salary until she decided she wanted to do more. At that time, the Revolutionary War was at its peak of destruction.
I will make myself a uniform, fight in the war, and call myself Robert Shirtliff. Just because men say silly things doesn't mean I can't take a stand too.
Robert Shirtliff was put under Sir Washington's command. She was determined to make a stand, and at the same time, not let anyone find out that she was a woman. One night, Deborah was at a bar with her fellow soldiers, and she was not feeling too well. She passed out on the floor. From then on, was known as a boy instead of a woman.
Oh, how I wish I could bathe without everyone knowing I was a woman and not wear these dreadful clothes.
Robert, we're under attack!
Robert was a good, brave soldier and volunteered for some of the most dangerous jobs. The other soldiers were very proud of him. He became the aide or personal helper of the general. He served him his meals and took care of his clothes for him.
Robert, Sam, go get Joe. You're going on a scouting mission, and we'll be back Wednesday.
Robert, got it?
Got it. They were managing to steal ham and bacon until it was time to set the building on fire. Robert had been shot. He was rushed to the hospital. Little did he know that he was really she. He had decided to get the bullets out himself.
What are you doing?
I'm just resting.
Do you require my assistance?
No, thank you, sir.
Do you need anything?
No, sir. Oh, I've got to get back to camp soon.
As the doctor left the room, Deborah prepared herself for what she was about to do. Later that day, Deborah would leave to the station, and she was going to be met with a reward. The reward was getting her very own tent at the camp.
Oh, I love having my own tent. I can bathe in privacy now without people finding out I'm a woman.
Little did Deborah know that the fever had been going around that camp, and she was the next victim.
We could probably, attack right here.
I think he has a fever. Get him to a minute. Now.
Let's go, let's go.
Deborah had gotten very sick that day. She went back to the very same doctor.
He's a woman? What? Are you okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
I have a question for you.
What is it, sir?
You say that you're a man, but you appear to be a woman. What gender are you?
I'm a woman. Please don't tell anyone.
Don't worry, I won't. But while you recover, you can come and live with me and my wife.
Thank you, sir.
Would you like anything? Maybe tea?
Yes, please. A cup of tea would be nice.
If you like to take a bath, you have a bit of a smell.
Yes, ma'am.
While the bath
I'll
was
get it.
warming up, the doctor asked Deborah for a favor.
Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
And may you please hand this note to the General Washington.
Yes, sir. But may I ask, who does it regard?
It doesn't do anything bad, and it's not your concern.
Thank you, sir.
Deborah went to her camp and went into General Washington's tent with a worried look on her face.
Oh, sir, the doctor asked me to give this letter to you.
Will you wait here while I read it?
Of course, General.
Deborah Sampson was very worried as the general looked more and more grim as he read down the letter. He kept muttering things like, "Oh, I see. Really? And this is ridiculous." Deborah was confused until she saw the words, "women in the war," in the general's eyes. She got very worried.
Robert, or should I say Deborah, is this true?
Yes, sir. But please, I just wanted to take a stand.
You will have to be discharged. I'll lend you a dress.
Thank you, sir.
After a while, Deborah became a hero and an inspiration to women all around. Deborah gave speeches and became Mississippi's state heroine. Her most famous speech was courageous, because in the time, women were hurt, intimidated, and assaulted if they spoke in public. Let's jump into the future to Deborah's famous speech.
I burst the tyrant bands. Tell my sex and all. I am indeed willing to acknowledge what I have done. An error and a presumption. I would call it an error and a presumption because I swerved from the accustomed flowery path of female delicacy to walk upon the heroic pursuit of feminine perdition. Thank you.
That is the life and story of a woman who have inspired a number of girls and women around the world. She has fought for our country and will be forever grateful for it. Let's give a round of applause for Deborah Sampson. Thank you for standing up for our country. We owe you thanks.